This is a mushroom. A 6-foot mushroom that you can surf. Less people have ridden a mushroom surfboard than have been to the moon. It's hard to call ourselves the world's leading mushroom surfboard builders because we're the only ones willing to do it.
Basically, we wanted to make the most sustainable board on the planet.
It's a mushroom, but it's not your grocery store mushroom.
Mushrooms are everywhere in the world, and they clean up the environment.
We might only replace 200 polyester boards a year, but that's 200 boards that aren't going to be here for 50,000 years. Mycelium is the root of the mushroom, and it needs moisture and nutrients just like anything else, particularly darkness, and it needs that environment constantly. Mycelium grows very tight, like a fiber.
It's been genetically designed to be an organic growing machine.
The technology is barely being explored. There's endless applications. This is a perfect alternative for anything that would be expanded polystyrene.
Growing one big was the first challenge. While it's growing, it's alive, and it starts eating the material and replacing it with the white space, which is here. 2 years of experimenting, several $1,000s, hundreds and hundreds of hours of time, and every time we opened the box, it was just a mystery as to what was gonna be. There would be clover, like in your garden, just all clover, no mushroom surfboard at all. Then we had to go from taking a mushy, big, moist lump and putting it into a dehydrator.
When you're working with an organic material, it's like nothing else because it's ever-changing. I basically used hemp cloth and cotton muslin blend, and we wrapped the entire thing in it because we need linear structure, and this was a mushy mess of foam. I hand routed and hand sanded basically everything, because if you machine sand, you run the risk of burning through on some spots, and we didn't have the luxury of another blank. I had one shot at this. If you were to break it in the ocean, it biodegrades. The resin would become innate, so it'd just turn into sand, essentially. And the actual core, anybody can eat it.
Look at these, Dan.
Welcome to the Surfing Heritage.
Nice to meet you, sir.
It's amazing that this is completely 100% biodegradable. Who would have thought mushrooms surfboard? This is the future. We're honored to be the first museum to be able to show a product like this. It's not just good for California, it's good for the whole world.
I don't want to say it's validation, but
If you haven't surfed yet, go do it. It's soul-changing.
you get to express yourself however you want. There's no wrong way to do it.
We put everything we had into getting this far, and to have it here in our hands, having surfed it, having built a company around it. We're very proud of the fact that we grew a surfboard
Out of this.